Come on, bro. Let's incarnate. So what? Our soul, as written in the heroic chant, never dies. So let's do our best to accomplish its death. Just as you thought you had everything figured out, along comes a brat from Norway and turns everything upside down. Now, the brat I am referring to is a barefoot little girl, Angelina Jordan. And if there is a case for a voice to rip the astral spaces and be heard by Mr. Big up above, that voice will surely be a voice like hers. And if he is jazzy, he will definitely let her voice do so. But I called her a brat for another reason, because she resurfaces an idea that you had gone through and rejected, that of reincarnation. You think no way children with such qualities can be born, and you go to sleep light-hearted. And right when you are about to let dream, you think again, what if they can? I will therefore tell you a story like a fairy tale and let you get your own conclusions. But for me, that's how things are done. Of course, you can never be sure about such things, but then again, never you can't be sure, even for more simple ones. So somewhere else, in a place that the only thing existing is the single entity, the absolute one, an inner need is expressed that is trying to manifest itself. But this can only be accomplished towards the inner part of the entity. This need, and only this, makes this one entity become millions of rays trying to express the manifestation's need. And there, within one, they discover the space-time continuum of creation. Let's follow the course of one of those rays, and hopefully we will get some kind of conclusion. Initially, the manifestation has some unexpressed still qualities that attract it in some direction, both timely and locally, and somewhere deep down in our own geosphere, two formally individualized rays have already started the game of love. At some point, an egg and a sperm merge, giving rise to a living cell. The elements that bathe it at that moment have a global character and are three. They are the universal spirit, the universal matter, and the universal soul. Those three are the only substances in the environment in which everything took place. This newborn cell borrows its qualities from them. So it inherits a little of the universal spirit, so it gains a slight individualization of that universal spirit. Also, a small individualization of the universal matter, and an equally small individualization of the universal soul. That means it has, from now on, its own spirit it can understand, its own soul it can feel, and its personal matter it can exist. These exist as localized information in the body that formats. Nothing more. Its life begins and multiplies, and in time the higher existential ray looks at it and finds it the right solution for the effort it decided to make. So this ray penetrates into this unit and familiarizes it piece by piece. It arranges it, it studies it, and mainly it uses it. The ray puts its individual parts to join forces, and therefore its new home gains other qualities because of the joint activities. Such is the mental and aesthetic state of the fetus. Its animal dynamism already exists from its production act. During the whole procedure, the settlement of the ray becomes stable and also permanent. At first, the ray simply visits its home until it is ready. Somewhere I read that around the 6th month of pregnancy, there is an intense electromagnetic activity in the fetus's brain. Who knows? Maybe that is when the ray turns on the lights to illuminate its home. Do you believe that the electric and communications companies would ever miss on a chance like that? The question now is real. Where does the information that is used as a raw material in the new structure come from? It comes from the corresponding warehouses. Where else? That is, the matter is taken from the environment, or at least through the immediate environment. Is the mother healthy? So is the child. Is the mother sick? The child is sick. Not only, since literally no one has yet deciphered how the new creature grows. That is, time for the hard answers. What if, during the process of building the individual elements, the raw materials used were not spotless? The logical conclusion is that they will carry the information they had to the new resident. With the element of the matter, this is clear. The Japanese woman will give birth to a Japanese child, the Indian to an Indian, the African to an African, and so on. And if this doesn't occur, a bit of investigation will for sure bring some kind of aggregation from the ancestors. But the same procedure is the basis for the world of emotions. People are endowed with different emotions from that of animals or amphibians. This also happened over time within the same breed. The first people did not develop the feelings of modern ones. This improvement doesn't happen because of a reincarnation that carries old feelings repeatedly. It occurs because the life-improved information is gradually stored in the raw material, and every new existence takes it up as capabilities in its operating system. Just for the record, I am a sort of computer specialist, but this is also obvious in the mind area. Children born in our days are smarter than those of other centuries. The appearance of certain extraordinary people, of course, confirms the rule. Someone might ask, let's assume things happened like this. Does it matter? Yes, it matters. It matters a lot because all the people under this prism have a common principle and seek a common path. And that path has to do with why the higher existential ray went into all that trouble of living into the elements of the space-time continuum of creation. Personally, I am confident of only one thing. It is not possible for the ray that started from 1 to go through all that hassle just to return where it was. Only the man is capable of such stupidity. P.S. This ray, which most refer to as soul, is not born, so it cannot die no matter how much we try. If it comes all the way down here and accomplishes nothing, well, that is the ray's problem.